What do people learn too late? Learning when to say no. Learning how to apologize when it's your fault, and how to not apologize when it's not your fault. Learning when to say no. This can be quite hard for non-confrontational people and/or people who prefer to avoid conflict in order to please people. Any tips for making saying no a more comfortable process? How to manage their finances. Lesson number 1. $1,000 is not a lot to have, but it's a lot to owe. My boyfriend was in a poker tournament where first prize was $250K. Someone told him, "Wow, that's quit your job money." We were very concerned for this dude's finances. What not to share on the internet. I am so grateful that my party years of 13 to 23 occurred in a pre-camera phone era. What should I not share? Edit. Love all the replies. Or at work. Coworkers are not friends. That you might be wrong sometimes. Some never learn. Edit. Changed they to you. I've discovered that my nature is to never accept that I'm wrong. I will give excuses, argue, but not accept. I've made it a resolution this year to just accept it when I'm wrong. The value of a good, unconditional friend. Had the same best friend since I was 2. Don't know where I'd be without her smiley face. Agreed. I don't know where I'd be without my best friend. Unconditional friends don't exist. Relationships of all forms require maintenance. How dangerous driving a car can be. This is very, very true. I survived 2 car accidents without any scratch in 3 months. Drive safe and remember, just because you have priority way, it doesn't mean that they will give it to you. Pay attention. Sometimes letting go of your priority is the way to avoid an accident. Edit. By priority way I meant right of way. I didn't know how was it called in English, so I written how I would say it in my language. Interest rates. Credit cards. Credit score. Money saving techniques. 401k. In other words, anything that keeps you from being trapped by poor money management. I straight up had to go out of my way to take a personal finance class to learn half of this lesson. That was like 2 months ago and I already forgot most of it. That it's possible to do everything right and still lose. Just life in it. Edit. I didn't know that was from Star Trek. I just know it from a comment on Reddit 6 months ago, and S is true. Chef Picard. How to communicate. I whipped out PP. Is this how to obtain GF? Not communicating with my wife almost destroyed my marriage. I'm finally learning to tell my wife how I feel. That happiness usually comes from a diverse range of interests, hobbies, and commitments. You are not your job. Your romantic partner cannot be your everything, etc. It's so easy to get sucked into a life where your career is everything, or where you wrap your entire identity around your partner. There is nothing wrong with celebrating your loved ones and being close. And there is nothing wrong with caring about your job. You just need more to thrive. I see this so often in relationships. 2 people meet and fall in love. They each inspire one another based on their interests and achievements. It's part of what makes them fall in love. But slowly, over time, they let those hobbies go. Stress gets in the way. Bills pile up. And then one day they find themselves wondering why they ever loved this person in the first place. Instead of being sexy and interesting, they're just part of a routine. TLDR. Diversify your interests and activities to be happy. Don't rely on a single person, hobby, or commitment to give you everything you need. Social media can consume your life. It's not all real, and not everyone posting pictures is having a great time. And not every "I love you so much we should catch up" is genuine. Edit. Alright, I had no idea this would blow up, but I have to add some stuff to clarify. I wrote this because of the impact social media has had on my family. My mom will all the time look at the pictures of her friends and complain and even cry about her own life. It isn't just her, because I know for a fact that everyone in our community thinks the same way. They live to take pictures and show off on Facebook. Someone else I know is wasting money on expensive items when they don't have enough of it, strictly to make a woman jealous on social media. For some people saying that it's not wrong to comment, you are right. There's nothing wrong with positivity under the pictures of girls. It's not okay when it's entirely fake, and if you don't know that someone can comment something nice and still hate your guts, you've gotta be new on earth. I have had so many rage-inducing people around me who are obsessed with social media and are letting it ruin their lives that I can't stand it. Except Reddit. Don't worry if you aren't living an exciting or extravagant life. It's okay to live simply and quietly. It doesn't mean that you're wasting your life, that they are terrible at parenting, too late and won't admit it. As a follow-on, don't accidentally have kids with someone who has told you they don't want kids. Overwhelmingly, they won't come to adore the kids. And there is someone in the back who is like, you said overwhelmingly as if there is a small chance. Just know, my mom still won't admit to this. My dad did during his intervention. Guess which one I talk to the most? The value of walking away from someone toxic in your life, even if it's your parents and family. If you are thinking of it and are scared and have somewhere where you can land in a safe place, then do it. It hurts like hell for a long while, but it gets better, and one day you realize how peaceful your life is and you find you only miss the family you wish you had had. Don't ever think it's okay to talk to yourself in a manner you wouldn't let another human being talk to you. The biggest abuser I ever had in my life was my constant companion, the thoughts in my head. We often take care to choose our words when correcting a child or friend. But if anyone had talked to me the way I talked to me for 30 straight years, I would have murdered them, and probably got away with it too. Be nice to yourself. You're the only you have. That some things can never be undone. The actions you take and the words you speak will come back around sooner or later. Not everyone is going to like you, no matter how hard you try. You could be the juiciest peach in existence, full of flavor, yet there will still be those who don't like peaches. I really needed a reminder of this. I always have terrible anxiety about whether or not people like me. Fortunately, recess taught me that early on, that most people will just help you, how and if they can, if you are honest with them. It seems like so many people feel the need to conceal what they actually want from you, and try to get it by presenting a half-truth or what they think you want to hear, instead of just being straightforward. Sitting on your own all day is not good for your health at all. Rolls over onto stomach instead. School. I'm gonna pretend I didn't see that. Sitting is the new smoking. It's silly, but seeing as how my heavy smoking mother passed away and I sit a lot during the day, work, commute, hobby, that sentence motivated me to become more active, go for walks, runs, and to the gym. That it's never too late to learn. You really whipped out the reverse there. Or change.